since you have seen the intro, probably you're wondering why, such a, you know, side quest. Well, let me tell you, when I first got this vehicle or scooter, I basically decided to drain out all the varnish from the fuel tank, and I did discover that the fuel tank has some interesting drinks dropped into it. Now, this is a homemade, basically a cap. I don't remember when or where exactly I managed it to drop it in as a kid, but probably that's been there since those days. And I fished it out, and it took really long time to get it out, but I got it out eventually. Just old newspaper and some, cork made out of uh, alder wood. But basically, what it is I remember my grandfather lost the original cap, then he found it again, and whatever dropped into it just remained there. The other problem that it had was the float was completely submerged. There was a lot of varnish, a few bad gaskets, and that was, the only issue why it didn't run. And last and not least, I also put a better ground cable and changed the oil in the engine transmission compartment and in the rear diff. Now, I don't have any pictures of what the old oil looked like, but it was the OEM oil. This thing had never had a oil change done to it. And the oil was a little bit sparkly. I mean, it's just running in, but the one thing I will say that, you want to keep the oil level, what the factory recommendations are, especially in the rear diff. If that one thing runs dry, you're into a really, really bad day. So after filling them with the proper oil, which is a 20 V40 or V50 oil, basically a wet clutch oil for these things, um, it runs well. I mean, the gear shifting on this thing is extremely awkward, and anyone who's ever owned one will know that for sure. And after doing all these maintenance works, which were just pretty much all off camera, I decided, it's time to actually start this thing up. I mean, I did start it up before, but now it's time, to show you that this thing actually works. Well, good day, people. You'll be wondering why the heck do I even bother taking this thing out? Well, actually, there's a story with this piece. I usually never buy things from people that I don't know, or things I've sold a long time ago. I don't buy them back unless there's a sentimental value or it's a family treasure. Now, this is one of them. Now, you'd be wondering what this is. Let me just tell you that it's a Soviet scooter that's designed for a utility vehicle. Now, don't ask me to spell this name because it's almost impossible, but for the English speaking viewers, it's just translated into the ant. Yep, it's the ant roller. What, let's start from the beginning. Why did I sell this? Now, this originally was my grandfather's scooter. He bought it new in 1986, and as far as I know, he had some Canadian dollars. Don't ask me how he got them. And he traded them for rubles and bought this one. He couldn't buy a car because he didn't have any driving licenses, and getting a car was just out of the budget anyway. So basically, this is this was his second best choice. Now, the factory that made these is long gone. Everything you can get these days is just reproduction parts made I don't know where. But these things, they don't have really high miles. But yeah, that would be like, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. So the story is that my grandfather drove this thing in the late 80s. Even I, as a kid, sat on the saddle and we went to some round tours in this local area. He didn't drive it much, but the reason why he parked it in the barn was he really didn't like this thing. It doesn't start really that great. It's bulky, heavy. The gear shifting is really awkward. And there it sat. And when my grandfather passed away, my grandmother, you wanted to use this thing, but all she managed to do was put a paint job here. So this green is not the original green, it's something else. And basically, I got it after my grandmother died. And before that, there was a lot of people who wanted this for I don't know what kind of buggy project. And they were pretty much harassing my grandmother all the time and me as well. And the reason why I sold it is I wanted to buy a Gas 52 truck, which I don't have anymore. But back then, that seemed like a good deal. And well, it wasn't really in hindsight, but never mind that. Um, so now we come back to this day. So the guy I sold this to is a good channel viewer and someone I've known for a long time, and he called me up and told me like if I would want this thing back because he's not doing anything with it and he's moving away or moving his collection somewhere else, so he doesn't have it. It doesn't match with his collection basically, and so we struck a deal, and I'm now the owner again. So let me just show you a few things that I think are interesting on this machine. So basically, this is the mileage. When I had it, it had 130 kilometers, so it's only driven 20 and 2 kilometers of them under my hand. So it's never had many miles. So the paint job is crappy. The sheet metal is not great. I mean, it's not rusted out, but this thing doesn't have even any primer on it. I mean, these were like utility vehicles. They never were meant to actually exist. There was a whiskey dent here. I pounded it out. I remember one thing before I sold it, there was a ladder that just fell here like this. So I pounded this dent out as best as I could. So basically, only small bondo and grinding this off, and she'll be good. One more thing. This actually has a 2-stroke engine in it. And believe it or not, it's almost a 200cc engine. And yeah, you can foot start it, or you can use the dyno starter, which I would never recommend because these things are kind of finicky. And there's one video of this I've ever made, and that's probably a long time back. So without further ado, let's see if we can actually start this thing for you all, and you can kind of get a know-how what it is. Okay, uploaded the carb, ignition on, choke on a little bit. Let's see if this thing will fire up. Should be in neutral. Yes, we are. Okay. Less choke. Ow. This thing is a Alrighty. I don't think I can actually film with one hand, but I'll see if I can get this thing to move. So the clutch on this is really awkward, and the gears are, this is your neutral, that's your first, second and fourth. I'll see if I can do something. Oh, well, crap. Didn't work the way I planned. So, hold on, let me get it back into gear. One hand wheelie. Shouldn't be doing this because I need to stop. Then we're going to get problems, but that's only the first gear, so it doesn't really go that fast. But this thing can go at least 60 kilometers per hour, so it's about 40 miles per hour, not really fast, but it's a three-wheeler. I think you could actually overturn this thing really easily. I mean, it drives awkward, trust me. Okay, enough yapping, I need to stop this thing somewhere. It's a fun thing to have. I mean, I don't know what the plan for this one is. I mean, I'm going to probably just keep it as it is, maybe to a new paint job, because it does need a paint job, but everything else is fine. I mean, the rear diff works, and that lever over there, that's your forward and reverse. Basically, you can reverse it, you can reverse drive this thing, but I don't know, it's like really sketchy. I did clean the gas tank. It was just sitting, there was old varnish in there, nothing really major. I don't know, like maybe this is the cheapest affordable utility vehicle I could find, or I could actually acquire. But no, it's a fun thing. I mean, why not? It's a family relic. It's bulky. It drives really awkward. I mean, what do you expect for Soviet equipment, really? Never seen this outside of the Soviet Union, but there's a ton of these in Russia actually. So I don't know. I do have the title for this thing, but it's not really, I don't know, is it worth really making road legal? I don't know. There's the differential of this thing. That's if that one blows up, you're pretty screwed. Let me tell you, there's like zero replacement parts for that one. But yeah, it drives. It's a two-stroker, as you heard. Drives awkwardly, but yeah, I mean, all it would need is just basically a paint job and a few miscellaneous. Some of the electrical stuff doesn't work really. There's probably some bad wire harnesses or whatever not. So yeah, I mean, this is probably one of the shortest videos I'm doing, but whatever, it'll do. So thanks for joining on this really awkward moment. I mean, I'm gonna store it away for the winter because we don't really need it that much, but like I said, it's a family relic, and who knows, maybe my kids will have it. I don't know, can't tell the future really. So thanks for watching, and I'll leave the descriptions down below if someone's interested in what this thing actually is or how many were made. I don't know, but let me know what I should do with it. See you again soon.